All right, so this week in Pax Day, we got a voiceover of a previously released lore post. So we're going to talk about it. Hello and welcome back, all of you amazingly professional consumers of Pax Day and Pax Day related content out there. I'm Altari, the professional gamer, and this is another episode of the Pax Friday Review, the show where we talk about all the fun, interesting, new, and exciting information that has dropped for Pax Day over the last week. Like I said, this week we did get a voiceover from Gatekeeper Montel. He is an NPC that does exist in game. You can go and kill him right now. And we haven't ventured there yet. It seemed like there might be a potential change in something going on with him, and we should go and check that out. In fact, we are most likely going to be checking that out in the next 12 hours as of the time of recording. We are mustering the troops to go venture there, and we actually have been there previously. I have a video posted below of a farming video of how to get some really good crimsons and red runic leashes from this particular area where Gatekeeper Montel is, and he's actually super accessible. You can get to him from the back of the dungeon. So there's a secret entrance in the rivulet that you can use to get to Gatekeeper Montel pretty quickly. I do find it fitting also that Gatekeeper Montel is at the end of a rivulet. In other words, rivulets are basically, you can think of them where they're small rivers where they flow, the water flows to a major like pool. And whenever we go into any of these dungeons, you will notice that there is this water motif that kind of goes throughout all of them. But at the center, at every temple, so the temples are the large dungeons in every zone, the rivulets have a secret entrance / exit next to the temple. And at the bottom of the temple, there is a pool in all of the large dungeons. So it is pretty cool that all of that happens, but at the end of this particular rivulet in Ancien, there is Gatekeeper Montel. He's kind of guarding the gate to the temple of that is located in Ancien. So really cool that they kind of put that detail in. We are going to go and explore here in the next couple of hours to go and check out if anything has changed. I do think that it is worthwhile if you haven't gone to see him. He does drop a pretty useful relic that can allow you to cast, I think it's a tier 2 fire spell. So worth going and checking out. Pretty easy to get access to and farm. And that's what the video is that I went and ventured to go see him. But I did also want to take a quick moment to talk about how we get lore in Pax Day. For those of you who are new to the channel, new to Pax Day, there is an extensive amount of information that we've been given very early on with regards to books and how they're going to be the major medium in game of how we get this lore. I don't envision that we're going to be getting a whole heck of a lot of voiceover work done for all of these different NPCs that exist in game. They do want there to be some out of game context that players get, hints, stuff like that to solve mysteries in game, but they want most of the information to actually be gathered in game, and some of that is going to be through the form of written text or books that you can find. And there's going to be a whole heck of a lot of books, a lot of things to discover. And part of the reason why our channel exists in the first place is because I was so excited when I heard about how there's going to be these mysteries to solve, and I wanted to create a channel, a community where players like all of us could band together and go on these adventures, on these journeys to solve these mysteries that are going to exist in Pax Day. And that's kind of where we started off. So with those books, they're not in game yet. We know it's a system that's coming. We know that we've been teased with the devs basically saying, you know, those who own a lot of books are going to be extremely powerful in Pax Day. It's very similar to those who had a lot of books in real life medieval times. You were very wealthy because these books were not cheap to produce. And it's going to be the same in Pax Day as well. Maybe we will be able to see what some of this book system is going to be in the verse 3 update, but who knows? With that being said, with verse 3 being mentioned, I think we're getting close to a point in time where we are going to see verse 3 and the roadmap come out for it, and maybe verse 4 as well. We are getting the game released in 2025. So I think there's a lot of content that the devs have kind of been holding back on in some ways, or they're just waiting for a particular feature to be added so then they can expand on it and add all of these other features as well. I'm hopeful in that maybe they are backtracking and they're reworking some stuff and it didn't work out the way that they originally thought it would. But I'm very much so looking forward to see what is to come in the new roadmap. In the previous roadmap in verse 2, we did get mention of an initial implementation of farming, and that'll be pretty exciting to see if we can get more of that. But we also have seen teases of additional higher tiers of crafting for like armor and all of that. So I look forward to seeing what is to come in the following weeks for Pax Day. I feel like we're going to be getting some of that soon. With that being said, episode 104 for the Pax Friday review is coming. It's coming pretty soon. I'm very excited for that episode. It's going to be one that you don't want to miss. So we've been doing this for almost 2 years, the Pax Friday review. The channel's been around since the game was announced, but we only started the Pax Friday reviews about 2 years ago. So I'm really excited to be celebrating all of that with all of you. You won't want to miss it. And yeah, with that being said, please do leave a like for this video. It helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe so you can get notified whenever we post new content, and share this video with any of your friends who might be interested. We are going to be coming out with a lore video covering the topic of demons in the next week or so. We're already starting on some of the research that we're doing for it. It's going to be a pretty extensive one. It's going to be pretty dang interesting as well. The demonology in Pax Dei is quite an interesting tidbit of lore, and there's a lot to track down, and it's not necessarily clear information either. It's been stuff that's been mentioned in passing and kind of subtext of different lore posts as well. So we're going to be covering all of that. I know many of you liked our first lore video, the Pax Dei lore series, and this is going to be our second one in that series, so definitely stay tuned for when that video comes out. But I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, I am Eltari, the Professional Gamer.